What's up guys, it's Ivan. In this video I wanted to go over some traffic sources. So the four different traffic sources I use are Facebook, Bing ads, Google ads, Yahoo ads. I want to review them. I want to rate them based on how easy it is to use them, the customer service, and in terms of if you're ever stuck or if something's wrong, how easy it is to get in touch with someone and how well do they help you. So go over that and then a few additional things that maybe would be beneficial for you to know, okay? So let's start off with the easiest, simplest ad source you can use. Traffic source you can use, and that is Google AdWords Express. This is extremely simple. Out of 3, I'm going to give it a 1 for simplicity. For customer service, we'll talk about it when I talk about Google Ads in general. And this is just incredibly simple. I mean, you create your ad, and that is all there is to it. So if I go here, I click edit. You create a headline. You create a headline. The second headline, you create a description. You create a web page. You click save, and that's it. It goes. There's nothing else. There's few statistics in terms of clicks and views, but that is it. It has nothing about engagements, nothing about conversions, nothing about specific data about what percentage of conversions there was or how far up did the person go up your pages. You're given a certain daily budget and the ads play out on that budget, okay? There's no site links, there's no extensions on your ads. Extremely simple. If you're starting out, to be honest, I wouldn't recommend this, but if you want something really simple, you can do this, okay? And all you have to do is you have to inactive or activate your ad, okay? And that is it. And you can create several ads as well. So if you go back to dashboard and you click on create new ad, you just create new ad, really simple. So let me move on to the other 4 networks, and I'll discuss those in more detail before I talk about the Google kind of service and all. Okay, so I'll talk about this in the AdWords section. So that's that. The next one is, let me go to Yahoo Ads. So Yahoo Ads is also pretty simple. Out of 3, I'm going to give it a 2 for simplicity. I'm going to give a Facebook 2 as well. I'll get to that. But these two, Yahoo and Facebook, are really some of the more easier to use. So you create new campaign, you create an ad group, you create an ad, and that's it. You add your keywords and you have it going. It's not as intimidating as some of the other ones we'll go over, okay, such as Bing and Google Ads, which just looks scary, okay, if you're doing it the first time. So that's basically it. Like I said, I'd give this a 2 for simplicity. For customer service, I would give this a 1. Reason being, there's no really chat system that I found here. So there's no way to instantly chat with them. You do have to only email them, okay? And that takes time, of course. And if you need something done ASAP, not going to happen. They are also incredibly strict on health and weight loss in particular products. So you need to be extremely careful in your landing pages. Having like big testimonials, they're very wary of that, even if you do have disclaimers, okay? So very strict on that. So yeah, so the one biggest concern for me I found is that you can't really contact them. You need to wait, okay? And same applies to Facebook. Now, the thing with Facebook though is it's extremely tailored to your niche. So in this case, I'd also give it a 2 for simplicity. For customer service, I'd also give it a 1 out of 3. So it's not very good. You need to email them, you need to send a request, and you need to wait. But you are able to target specific audiences with Facebook. So with Yahoo, Bing, and Google, you can't really target as specifically as you can here, because in Facebook, you can use something called an audience insight tool, which Facebook gathers data about what people like, and then they basically provide it to you. So if you want to sell, our product is diabetes, we can look on this audience insight tool and we can find that, let's see, how many people like these diabetes pages, and then we can market specifically and only to them. So people can make money just through Facebook. There's a lot of gurus out there that are only making money from Facebook, which is entirely possible because you really target this specific audience, which is extremely profitable, right? Something that's difficult to do in Yahoo, Bing, or Google, because the main traffic generator for you is your keywords. So you need to tailor your keywords, but anyone can put in a keyword. A 10-year-old can put in that keyword, a 50-year-old can put in that keyword, right? So it's much harder to discriminate and to find out what those people that are putting in the keywords, what they actually want, which is what you can do here in Facebook, okay? You can market to those people and they see it. The other thing with Facebook is you can add images, you can add videos to your advertisement, something you cannot do with the other three networks, Yahoo, Bing, and Google. You cannot put images or videos on there, but you can do it here, so it can create much more engaging audience, right? Much more engaged audience and much more engaging ads. The only thing here is, again, they're also strict. In my experience, Yahoo ads and Facebook are the most strict in terms of healthcare. So if you're selling something like losing weight, saying things like, hey, do you want to lose weight? Or are you looking to lose weight? Or would you like a better lifestyle? Things like that is not allowed. So any of those tricks you can think of to attract people to look at your ad in healthcare may not work here because they may not be allowed. They're considered really touchy and just they're considered offensive to people, okay, on Facebook. So be very careful what you write here, and then you have to go through a tedious process because if your ads are not approved, there's no one you can really speak to and say, hey, help me out, fix this. You need to just adjust it and send it, adjust it and send it, adjust it and send it. And they don't tell you exactly what's wrong. They just say you violated this policy. Check it out. And there's like 10 pages worth of that policy that you may be violating, right? So something very inconvenient, something for you to keep in mind if you're doing especially healthcare. But so let's go through the other two. So Bing and Google. So let's go to Bing first in alphabetical order. So for simplicity, I'm going to say 3. So Bing and Google, I'm going to rate them a bit higher on the simplicity scale. So they're not very simple. Okay. So this looks very complicated. They have a lot of different tools available. There's all these, keyword talents, keyword planner, which Google has as well. But there's Bing Ads Intelligence, Bing Ads Editor, import campaigns is fine. But there's all these different reports you can also pull up based on whatever you want. We'll go over into that in later videos. But basically, this looks pretty intimidating, okay? And if you go to My Campaigns, for example, if you go to Settings, stuff like that, there's a ton of different columns you can put in. You can modify columns, you can include whatever you want. Again, we'll go over that, but all I'm saying is if you're just starting out like I did at some point with Bing ads and Google ads, like this stuff looks scary. But don't worry, we're here, we're gonna go through all this, okay? And I'm gonna help you with probably most, if not all of these different features and what they mean and how you should use them optimally. So that's about that. In terms of customer service, out of 3 being the best, right, 1 being the worst, I'm going to give Bing a 4 for customer service. These guys are absolutely incredible. They have a chat system that works 24/7. You can call them at these times from 8 to 6 Pacific time on Saturday, Monday through Friday, 6 to 6. But that's fine. You can chat them. They're amazing 24/7. You can chat them anytime. They go out of their way to help you out. Even if you have questions about, hey, can you check my landing page, which has nothing to do with your ads, they will go and they will check your landing page. And what they will also do is right at the beginning, they're going to ask you, hey, what's your number? What's your email? So we can contact you in case, the connection breaks. And then what they do is they follow up with you. So after that, they send you an email or they call you and they say, here's what we did. Here's some additional advice based on whatever you asked me. Let me know if you have any questions. And they follow up with you after that. They keep on following up and making sure that you're doing well, that everything is going smoothly. So if you're a beginner and you're starting off and you have questions about what to do, I would strongly recommend you start off with Bing. Strongly recommend you start off with Bing. These guys are phenomenal. Any questions you have, open the chat, ask them. These guys are phenomenal, okay? They're very nice, they're very respectful, and they keep on following up with you and giving you tips and advice. And if you wanted to stop, just tell them, hey, don't email me, don't call me anymore, right? But that option's there. That's something not everyone is going to do. Yahoo doesn't do that. Google doesn't do that, okay? Facebook definitely does not do that, okay? So take advantage of Bing ads. It's a very underrated ad network, traffic network, but I would strongly recommend if you're a beginner to start off with these guys. So let's move on to Google. Google AdWords, actually, not Google Express, as we talked about Google Express. Extremely simple, really easy. Google AdWords is the same Google. It's the same thing. By the way, you can have both. So you can have both Google AdWords Express and Google AdWords, and you can use them both. So keep in mind, keep an eye on your money, right? Because if you say $5 my campaign limit here and $5 my campaign limit here, those are two different campaigns. You're going to spend $10 in total, not 5. Okay. So in terms of simplicity, it's again a 3, so it's not that simple, exactly the same as Bing. So the layout is actually pretty much exactly the same. There are a few differences, but I'd say it's a solid 75% similar. Okay. So you still have the reports here, you still have the tools here. Yeah, just go to reports. There's a slightly different way of looking at your reports, though, which we'll go over as well. I'll be making videos on Bing, Yahoo, Google, and Facebook. Mainly, I'll be focusing, though, on Bing and Google. Those are my favorite ones. Now, Google is the largest search engine in the world, so it is complex to learn it at first if you're a beginner, but it is the largest network, so you will probably gain the most. You'll be able to make potentially the most money from here, aside from Facebook. Okay. In terms of your search engine traffic. Okay. Now, in terms of customer service, I'd give these guys a 1 or a 2. They're not very helpful. They close off pretty early. So if you click on help, so sometimes you can't even email them. So today is Sunday, so I can't call them. I can't even chat with them. Whereas with Bing, you can 24/7. So if I have any questions or concerns, or I want to optimize my campaign, or something's wrong with my campaign and I have a question, I can't ask them at all. Okay. So through your initial learning stages, again, I would highly recommend Bing. But again, if anything is wrong, no matter how much of an expert you are, things may go wrong, and you cannot reach out to them unless you email them, and they're going to respond the next day. Even during the business days, their chat system and their phone system is not open 24/7. Okay, it's like 8 or 10 hours a day that you can chat with them. So that's that. Let me see. Yeah, so I didn't. I created a kind of fake campaign here, which was apparently disapproved. Here I've done some, I've done some. Let me exit out of here. I've put in some random words. I go to ads, right? This is awesome. This is great. Just a random campaign that's been disapproved. So we'll work on that, but this is obviously for just to show you guys purposes. But that's about it. So we'll go into more in depth into all of these features, like the dimensions, the audiences, display networks, how to actually set up your ads. Okay, as a beginner, we'll do all that. But that's basically it. So to make the most money, you would probably be best off with Facebook or Google. Those are the largest search engines. But the other ones are growing. I'm not sure about Yahoo. I know Bing is growing. It is underrated. People are finding out that it's underrated, and they're slowly drifting towards it. Google AdWords Express is very simple, but I would not recommend using it. I would recommend sticking to these videos or other YouTube videos on finding out how to use AdWords, and going from there. Okay, so I hope this was pretty useful for you. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. And please subscribe if you have subscribed. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video.